This is Cartman. He's a Juliana Pig. In this video, I'm going to talk about Juliana Pigs. In this video, you're going to see the pros and cons and the care about Juliana Pigs. So without further ado, let's continue. What's up, you guys? It's me, Ivy, and it's time to talk about Juliana Pigs. And I just want to show you how actually you'll really like the meat. Let me get over here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you. Come here. Okay, it's okay. This is Cartman. He is a Juliana Pig, and in this video, I am going to talk about how to care for these animals. And I love this animal, and he's been one of my favorite animals to work with. And if you've seen the clips on YouTube that I've been showing you guys, you realize how cute he is, and he's such a great animal to have with. And yes, he's a Juliana Pig, and he's such a lovable animal and stuff. He really is. So today, I'm going to get onto the care and the pros and cons about taking care of Juliana Pigs. So without further ado, let's get on to the pros and cons and also the care of caring for Juliana Pigs, just like him, Cartman. Before we get into the care, let me discuss how I got Cartman. Well, I was actually, vending a table at a reptile show known as Show Me Snakes. It was August 2022, and that's when I first came across the Juliana Pigs that were for sale for $200 a piece. But I got Cartman for $100, and he was the only black pig that I saw in the litter. All the pigs in the litter were mostly spotted, but he wasn't. He was the solid black pig in the litter. And it's very rare for Juliana Pigs to be that kind of color because most Juliana Pigs, when they come out when they're born, are mostly spotted. But this one right here is solid black. As you can see how solid his color is. Yeah, he's black all over, except for the skin and stuff. Yeah, his eye boogers out there. But anyway, he's such a great animal to have indeed. And ever since I started, caring for him and playing with him and everything, he's been a great animal to have. He loves me indeed. Yeah. So, yeah. When I first got him, he was pretty scared. Pigs they get very scared at first once you first take them home and stuff. And believe me, most animals will become scared when you first take them home because they are in a new environment. They don't know where they are and stuff, and they're trying to figure out where everything is, where's their original home. So yeah, they're like that and stuff. So yeah, they're like that at times, and yeah, it can be a bit stressful for them, and it can be stressful. But once they get used to it, they realize that they're in a home where they're being taken care of, and there's no threats around them, and yeah, there's a home they can live in and stuff. And right now he's about 6 months old, and he will get pretty big. According to Juliana Pigs, he can get at least 60 pounds. They can also get bigger if they're overfed and stuff. And he's about 14 pounds. That's how heavy he is. And he's definitely a lovable and cuddly animal indeed. He's definitely one of the best animals I love working with and everything. Yeah. So yeah, let's go into the care of owning one of these animals. So yeah. So what do you need to know about pigs? They love to eat food, and there are some foods that I do recommend you actually do get before you actually own a Juliana Pig. When you own a Juliana Pig, or any other miniature pig that these are classified as, these are classified as miniature pigs. They like to eat Mazzari food. That's the best kind of food you can you get them. You're only supposed to feed them like a 4-foot cup once they're actually, younger than a year. If they're younger than a year, you're only supposed to feed them a 4-foot cup each twice a day. So yeah, you're supposed to feed them a 4-foot cup twice a day. Yeah, one for the morning and one for the evening. That's how it goes and stuff. Now you can also feed them fruits and vegetables. Feed them like a 4-foot cup of fruits and a cup of vegetables twice a day. Yeah, that's how it goes. I do feed them vegetables every time I do give them a good home diet. What I usually do, homemade diet for him. What I usually do is I chop up some lettuce, including like spinach, sweet potatoes, and some grapes, and also bananas, and even spinach. He loves spinach. He also loves oats too. Yeah, oats. You can put oats in there too. Yeah, I give him a good balanced diet every time I feed him when I get ready to fix him a really good dinner and stuff. And there are also foods I do not recommend you give pigs, and a lot of pig owners do not recommend those foods at all. And those foods are basically meat, cat food, dog food, including chocolate, rhubarb leaves, and also avocados. There's also other foods I can't remember, but they're definitely not good for pigs from what I read. Yeah, and the reason why you cannot feed those foods to your pigs, they can be toxic, they also can be high in protein, because you cannot give a pig a high protein diet, because they cannot handle high protein at all, and that's why it's not recommended to feed your pig cat food or dog food, because even though those foods are definitely good for cats and dogs, they'd probably be good for pigs, right? No. Because dog food and cat food has stuff that pigs are supposed not to eat, like meat. Yeah, because they have meat in them, and that's not good for pigs. Yeah, because it has a very high protein. And other stuff that's not good for pigs, like bacteria, antibiotics, and other stuff they put into meats. Even though there's organic meats, but it's still not good for meat. It's still not good for pigs in the slightest. It has bacteria in it. So, yeah, it's definitely not good for pigs. Yeah, you can give pigs some pretty bad diseases that you don't want your pig to have and stuff. And Sylvester's in front of the camera. Hey, Sylvester, can you get off the table, please? I know you smell the treats. Yeah. And my cats, they do like my pig. They don't know how to play with him that much, but I'll tell you one thing. My pigs, my cats, they do like having him around, and they don't seem to mind him very well. They don't seem to mind him that much. Yeah, I don't seem to mind him that much at all. So let's talk about other care. What else about other care? You can also walk pigs, by the way, with leashes. I do have a leash for them. If you've seen the clips that I'm going to show you in the next second of me walking, and you're going to see them right now. Treat. Over here. Good job. Over here, on the other side. Come on, Cartman, let's go. Where you going? Alright, now you saw how I did it. You realize I was using treats how to walk him, because that's the best way to actually walk a pig. It's putting a treat right in front of them and stuff. And these are the treats I use right here, and now he wants one. You want one? You want one, Cartman? You want one, Cartman? Okay. I know. Yeah, you want one. So yeah, I use those kind of treats to train him and stuff. And there's also other treats I give him to, like, give him the he likes too, like raisins. Yeah, you can give a pig raisins as a treat too, because they have a lot of sugar in them. But yes, so it's best to give them as a treat because they are from fruits, and yes, so pigs can eat fruits, and they can eat fruits. They can eat a lot of nutrients and stuff, like cranberries, including grapes and stuff. So yeah, they can eat those. So yeah, they can eat cranberries and grapes. So yeah, and pigs will root a lot, and what he was doing is rooting on my arm, because that's what they do when they actually feel happy and stuff. They do this when they're happy. They actually do this to get their scent on me. Yeah, this is how a pig gets their scent on another object or a human or another animal. They like to get their scent on. So yeah, see what he's doing? He's getting his scent on me. Yeah. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But sometimes he does it a little too hard. Yeah, it gets a little... it feels weird how he just does it. It's very funny and stuff. And you notice his name is Cartman. That's right. He's named after the character from South Park. You know Eric Cartman? Yeah, that character. Yeah, you're going to see the clips right now.
No, Starvin' Marvin, that's my pet.
Oh my god, isn't it awesome having an iPad, you guys? Hey, baby, where's your iPad? Oh, right, you're not cool enough.
You most certainly are, right now, mister.
I will go to bed when this movie is over, Mom.
Eric, where did you get that?
Turn off the light and go back to bed. I'm staying up.
Eric, you march right up to your room.
I don't think so, Mom.
Eric, you get your butt to bed.
No means no, Bill Cosby.
I told you to go upstairs right now.
That's like this one time when I didn't like a kid, so I ground his parents up into chili and fed it to him. All right, everyone, forward, march! Es ist Zeit für Marsch!
Wir müssen die Juden aufhalten!
Es ist Zeit für Marsch!
Wir müssen die Juden aufhalten!
Eric, did you just take a crap on my desk?
What's up? What's up? You crapped on your desk, Doug. What's up with that? Mr. Jefferson, I wish I could be around you all the time. You're awesome.
I think you're awesome too, Cartman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, saw clips. You know why I named him Cartman. But anyway, I love this pig. I love Cartman. He's such a great animal to have around and stuff. Now let's talk about the other things he needs about their care. You can train a pig to use a litter box. Yes, he does use a litter box. He knows how to use it pretty well. And it was not that hard to train him in the litter box. It took like 3 days. 3 days to train him in a litter box. And I had to pick him up every time we used the restroom because he didn't know how to use the litter box when I first got him. When I first got him, he did not know how to use the litter box. So I have to basically pick him up every time when he was getting ready to use the restroom. And let me tell you, he does not like being picked up. Pigs don't like being picked up at all. They think that's when you're picking them up, they think they're being attacked by a predator or something like that. They'll do that murderous squeal, and yeah, and the squeal is really loud. It's so loud that it'll make you deaf. Probably it's probably that loud and stuff. And the thing about pigs, they do that is because it's a defense. It's that they use that defense to call their mothers to let them know they're in danger, and the mother will come out and charge the predator, charge at the predator those that are attacking their babies and stuff. Yeah, the mother pig will charge at them and basically attack the predator. Yeah, they will do that and stuff. Pigs also will bite if they feel like they're not, if they feel like they're being threatened to. Yeah, there are moments where he just snap at me, but that's only when it's only when if I held him wrong. If I held him wrong, he will let me know, hey, you're holding me wrong or handling me wrong. Just let you know. Yeah, he will bite me if I do that to him. He also nibbles to get his scent on me too, because pigs normally do that to play with each other. They also do that to communicate with each other too. Yeah. And pigs, they also like to snuggle, they like to cuddle, they love blankets. I put blankets in his cage because that's what he sleeps in and everything. He also has a cat bed in there too for him. He also sets litter box in there too. And cat, I think I'm pretty sure one of the cats go in there to sleep in there. Yeah, one of the cats go in there to sleep in there sometimes. Yeah. Pigs also need water. It's best to give them a water bottle. Yeah, one of those hamster water bottles or one of those ferret water bottles you use to hang onto a cage. Yeah, it's best to get one of those because those are the best water bottles to use for these kind of animals because they're really it's much easier to work with. It's much easier to work with. Also, makes it easier to clean up the cage and a water dish. And you can use a water dish for a pig. They'll drink from a water dish. As long as it's water, they'll drink it. So, yeah, you can also give a pig milk, but not too much because you don't want to give a pig too much dairy products. From what I read, dairy products are not always that good for pigs. Depends on what the dairy product you give them because dairy products can be not be good for a digestive system. So that's why it's best to give milk small portions and give milk in small portions if you're trying to give a pig milk and stuff. Yes, you can give them whole milk, which is good for them, but just don't feed them whole milk all the time because you don't want them to get digestive problems. You don't want to do that at all, don't you? And stuff. Now, where can you get pig feed? You can get it at Tractor Supply. They have it at Tractor Supply. They have all the pig feed you need at Tractor Supply if you want to get some. I got this stuff over at Amazon. That's where I got it from. I got my pig straight from Amazon, and it came in the mail and stuff. And yeah, he smells one. He wants one. I know. Here you go. So yeah. And you may be wondering, how big do Juliana pigs get? Well, from what I read, they get up to 60 pounds. But they can also get bigger if they're overweight. Yes, pigs are known for getting overweight. They get up to overweight easy, and so yeah, you better be careful when you're feeding a pig. Do not overweight them because they'll be unhealthy, and they'll be really not be good to work with when it comes to overweighting them. So you also gotta get a pig neutered and spayed. If you get a female one, you gotta get it spayed. If you get a male one, you gotta get neutered. And he's a male, I have to get him neutered. And if you don't get a pig neutered, a lot of bad things can happen. Yeah, they can become very difficult to work with, become extremely stubborn, and really defensive. You do not want that to happen with your pig and stuff. But once they're neutered, they become less difficult to work with. But they're still gonna be difficult to work with because it's like working with a 3-year-old child. That's what it's like. Working with a pig. I mean, yeah, working with a pig, it's like working with a 3-year-old child. Yeah, it wants a lot of attention and stuff. And yeah. Yeah. Other stuff you need to know about pigs is that they love social time. They are very social animals. They love cuddling and stuff. If you don't give enough social time for a pig, they're definitely not going to be happy. They're not going to be very happy. They're going to be very depressed and very unhappy and stuff. Yeah. and pigs, they love to snuggle, and when they get to the point where they're very comfortable and very relaxed, they actually fall asleep. Yeah, and he'll fall asleep every time when I watch movies with him and stuff. When I watch movies, I have him in the lab, and he'll just fall right asleep. Yeah, the best thing I do for him when I kind of comfort him and get him such like that, is just wrap him in a blanket. That's his favorite thing. Is wrapping him in a blanket. It comforts him pretty well. It calms him down and stuff. Yeah, because he loves being wrapped in a blanket. He'll always like wrap himself in a blanket when he goes to bed and when he goes to bed. And sometimes when I see him go to sleep, he'll actually go like under the bed, which is very funny how he just goes under the bed. Yeah, it's very hilarious and stuff. And every time he goes to sleep, he'll sometimes like root his blankets to the litter box, and I'm like, oh come on, Cartman, I gotta clean those. Yeah, I gotta clean those because you put your blanket into a litter box. Ugh. Now for litter, let's discuss about litter box. Okay, I do not recommend you use regular cat litter. Regular cat litter is not good for pigs because it can really infect their hoofs. Yeah, you better keep their hoofs clean, and you better keep their hoofs like trimmed. There is a hoof trimmer for pigs, but it's only meant for adult pigs, and he's not adult yet. He's not adult yet. Yeah, you only need to train their hoofs when they become adults. When they're babies, it's going to be very difficult to train their hoofs because their hoofs are so tiny. As you can see right here, that hoof right there is very tiny. And I'm sorry, Piggy. I'm sorry. He doesn't like that at all. I was going to show you how tiny his hoofs are and stuff. And yeah, he's a great animal. He's just a great animal. But anyway, it's best to trim their hoofs because they can get longer and it can hurt the animal if they grow longer. Yeah, and not be good for the animal at all. So it's best to trim their hoofs and use a hoof trimmer. And there's one on Amazon you can get. It's the electric one. I am going to get that one when he reaches mature age. You're wondering, what age does a pig reach maturity? 3. Yes, that's how old they get to reach maturity. Once they become age 1, they actually become young adults. When they're actually 2 years old, still young adults. When they're 3, that's maturity. That's when they reach maturity and stuff. Yeah, and pigs, these kind of pigs, they can live up to 10 to 15 years in captivity. They live that long and stuff. Other pig breeds can live up to 30 years as well. Yeah, they can live up that long, which is a really long time indeed. Yeah, pigs can live for a very long time. Yeah, you'll have a companion, you'll have a mammal that can live a long time indeed. Yeah, indeed. You can also you can also train pigs to do tricks. Like I train him to use a litter box, and yeah, I try to still train him a lot of things, and I'm still training him, so try to do all that stuff. Yeah. Also, he loves playing with toys, but he can be picky about toys at times. His favorite toy has to be a treat ball, like a puzzle toy. A puzzle ball. Yeah, he loves a puzzle ball. Every time I put treats in there, he'll love to play with it and stuff because he smells treats. He knows the treats right in there and stuff. Yeah, pigs also do this kind of thing called zooming. It's where they run around in circles. They run around circles. They run really fast and they just do that for some reason. I don't know why they do that. Why the pig just zooms around and stuff. But I just love doing it. It's another happy and stuff. Pigs also wag their tails. Yeah, they wag their tails. It's just like dogs. But they also snort a lot. They're not like dogs. Yeah, pigs are not like dogs. You can barely even compare them to dogs because they don't really have the same behavior as dogs do and stuff. Yeah. Now you can also take a pig outside. You can take a pig walk outside, but you always have to make sure you supervise it first before you take it outside. You have to keep it on leash. You also have a fenced yard, and you have to have stuff for it too, like a mud bath, including some other activities that the pig may like. Like you can train them to run through tunnels tunnels that you pretty much may use for dogs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they love that. Indeed, they'll love that. Indeed, they'll probably love going through a pet tunnel and stuff. You can set that up outside, everything. Yeah, pigs also love to. They also love to get baths too. Yeah, I do recommend you give a pig a bath, but only once a month because they have very sensitive skin. I bathe my pig every once a month so he can be clean. I recommend using baby shampoo. I recommend you use animal shampoo and also dog shampoo. Do not use tea tree oil shampoo. That shampoo can kill him, and other shampoos can also really damage his skin. So don't use those shampoos. Use baby shampoo, animal shampoo, and dog shampoo. Those are the best shampoos to use when bathing an animal like this. So yeah. Now you may be wondering, do pigs shed? Yes, they do. They do shed only once a year. But he's not that age yet, so he hasn't shed yet. So yeah. Yeah. Now when pigs poop, does their poop smell? Not that bad. I mean, their poop doesn't really smell that bad, and their messes are not that hard to clean up and stuff. Clean up and stuff. Yeah, but is it really easy to care for a pig? No. There's a lot of things you have to learn before taking care of a pig. I have to learn a lot of things before taking care of a pig. I mean, it's not easy taking care of a pig. Yeah, they get big, they eat a lot, and of course, they are very social animals, so they definitely need a lot of social time with each other, and they're very cuddly animals. And they love attention. They love attention. They do need attention all the time. So yeah. He loves attention, and he loves to be with me and stuff. He loves to cuddle with me and stuff. And I'm also trying to interact with him with other, people and everything, and trying to, introduce him to people. Yeah, it's best to introduce your animal to another person, so that way that animal can get along with that person and know that person and stuff. So yeah, it's best to do that. So yeah. And that's what you need to know about Juliana Pigs. They're great animals. They're definitely great pigs, and there are other pig breeds that are considered mini, like Vietnamese potbelly pigs, which are recommended one of the best mini pigs. But even though they get huge, according to Vietnamese potbelly pigs, can get to 300 pounds. And so as micro pigs, and so as cocoon pigs. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. But these pigs don't get as big as those mini pigs, and the term mini pigs is pretty misleading because these pigs will still get pretty big. And so he's getting a little bit bigger, but he's still so small. He's about the size of my cat Pootie. My cat Pootie, she's pretty small for a 3-year-old. Yeah, she's fixed to be 4 years old soon. Yeah, and you're such a good pig. Now pigs don't have very good eyesight. They have very poor eyesight. Also, they're mostly good with their noses. They have a good nose. They have a very good nose right there. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, and they also have these very unique ears, and they also like it when you rub them like this. They love that. They love being scratched. They love being petted, and yeah, they become really relaxed if you pet them and stuff. Yeah, so pigs. They're great animals. Do I recommend you get a pig? Maybe. Depends if you can get one in your state. Because there are some states where they may not allow you to have a pig unless you have permits and stuff like that. Yeah, there are some states where you cannot own a pig unless you have a farm or permit. In my state, I don't have to have that kind of stuff at all. So yeah. So yeah, I will do more videos on him and stuff, and that's all I got for to say on this video, and thanks for watching. You guys have a good day, and see you guys later. Bye.